This is not just another true crime story. This is about a father, a daughter, and a tragedy that has left an entire community shattered, not by violence, we could see, but by pain we never knew existed. This is not just another true crime story. This is about a father, a daughter, and a tragedy that has left an entire community shattered, not by violence, we could see, but by pain we never knew existed. Today we unfold the heartbreaking story of Warren Green and his daughter Amé Mia Green, a story that questions, how well do we really know the people we love? It was a quiet Sunday evening, November 24th, 2025, in Amberfield, Centurion, a peaceful, well-maintained, middle-class neighborhood. Families preparing dinner, children finishing homework. Life looked normal. But just after 8 p.m., a distress call reached the South African Police Services, which is SAPS. A caller reported that something was terribly wrong at one home. Police and emergency services rushed to the scene. When they entered the house, what they discovered would leave even the most experienced officers shaken. In a bedroom, lying on a bed, were 44-year-old Warren Green and his little daughter, 8-year-old Amé Mia Green. Both were silent, lifeless, a pool of blood on white sheets. A firearm was found nearby. Authorities immediately suspected a murder-suicide. Amé Mia was a grade 2 learner at Leerskool Rusgrau, described by teachers as kind, cheerful, and intelligent. A little girl who loved reading, drawing, always smiling with a bright future ahead of her. She was loved not just by classmates, but by teachers and her entire school community. Warren Green, a 44-year-old, a father, a man who from the outside appeared stable, successful, and kind. He wasn't a criminal. He wasn't abusive, according to public records. There were no public reports of violence, threats, or any warning sign. And that is where the hardest question begins. What went wrong? Neighbors said the family was quiet, but respectable. They never saw loud arguments, police visits, or visible trouble. Some said Warren loved his daughter deeply and was often seen picking her up from school or riding bikes together. So how does a loving father become part of such a tragedy? Mental health professionals say not all suffering is visible. Some of it is silent, internal, and hidden, even from those closest to us. Experts believe this may have been a case of deep emotional collapse, possibly linked to depression, private life struggles, or intense psychological distress. But remember, this is not confirmed. No suicide note has been made public, no motive has been officially reported. People only know what happened, not why it happened. The next morning, grade 2 classroom at Leerskool Rusgrau had one chair empty, a chair that would never again be filled by Amé. Some children asked why their friend wasn't coming back. Others were too young to understand. The school brought in counselors, trauma support teams, and psychologists. Parents hugged their children a little tighter that weekend. The community started asking bigger questions. How do we recognize silent emotional suffering? How do we support mental health before it's too late? Why do so many tragedies happen quietly behind closed doors? This was not a crime of hate. It was a crime of hidden pain. Right now, the case remains under police inquest. That means authorities are still investigating. There is no official motive that has been released. No public reports of domestic violence, court battles, or custody issues have appeared in news sources. We do not know what Warren was going through, mentally, emotionally, or financially. All that is known is 2 lives ended that night. One of them was a child, innocent, full of life with a future ahead. This story leaves us with no villains, no monsters, no courtroom drama, just heartbreak and a warning. A warning that sometimes pain lives quietly behind smiling faces. So check on your loved ones, not just when they are crying, but also when they say, I'm fine. And hug your children because tomorrow is never promised. Thank you for watching. If you believe in sensitive, respectful storytelling without sensationalism, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's tell real stories with humanity, with compassion, with purpose. May Amé Mia rest in peace. May her story inspire change.